How's it going, everyone? We are coming up on the release of one of the most anticipated multiplayer titles of the year. It's been in development for quite a while, but it'll finally be dropping in October. That is the extraction shooter in Arc Raiders. It will be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and of course, PC via Steam. In this video, I want to highlight some of the key information that you should know about the game before you spend your $39.99 on the game, or the deluxe edition is $59.99. We'll highlight both editions. That's going to be one of the main aspects of this video, so you can decide on what version of the game to buy. We'll go over the system requirements and everything like that. Before I get into this video, I do want to note that if you have yet to try out Arc Raiders and you're a little bit on the fence about it, there is going to be one final opportunity for you to try out the game. Now, if you are watching this video before October the 17th, that's where it's going to be relevant. From October 17th until the 19th, the team over at Embark are going to be running a 3-day Server Slam open test. It's going to be open for everyone. It's one final opportunity to get your hands on Arc Raiders before launch, get your squad together, and mark your calendars. The Rust Belt is calling. They've decided to give you another scuffle on the surface and a chance to hop in and experience the game one more time before launch, scavenge for loot, take a chance on the encounter with another raider, and try to thin the arc numbers a little. Now, bear in mind, what you play in this Server Slam open test, the content is not going to carry on over into the full game. However, you will get a special Server Slam backpack as a reward at launch if you do participate in the Server Slam. Again, that's October 17th until the 19th. Arc Raiders is set in a distant future. Here on Earth, the mysterious machines of Arc threaten any possible settlement on the surface, and communities are forced below the ground to survive. You start in Speranza, one of the few places in the Rust Belt that is relatively safe from Arc machines that occupy the surface. There are thousands of people living down here, and there is always need for vital materials from the world above. The Raiders are the ones that put themselves at risk, both from the Arc as well as other rival Raiders, for a price. It's from here that players can reach different parts of the Rust Belt through a network of repurposed tunnels. The wilderness of the surface is where the action happens. Go solo or play in groups of up to 3. Recover materials from caches all over the map. Hunt Arc and try to make it out through an extraction point before another raider comes to your loot. Your loadout consists of your weapons, gadgets, augment, shields, ammunition, and melee raider tool. You can deploy it with a free loadout. The gear in this loadout will be inferior, but it's a good option when you don't want to risk your best stuff on the field. And always remember, you can store any prized possessions you find in your safe pocket, and any item in your safe pocket stays with you even if you're down. When you're ready to take a break, you'll be able to go back to the Raider Den, and your den house is your crafting station, and the den house is going to be your crafting station and where you're going to be able to take safe haven. Building and upgrading crafting stations lets you build more advanced gear and equipment like advanced weapon mods or unique gadgets as well. This is an extraction shooter with quite a lot of depth to it. In Arc Raiders, gameplay flows between the surface, ruled by lethal machines, and the vibrant underground society of Speranza. You'll craft, repair, and upgrade your gear in the safety of your own workshop before venturing topside to scavenge the remnants of a devastated but beautiful world. You can play solo, or, with this being an extraction shooter, in parties of up to 3, navigating the constant threat of Arc's machines and the unpredictable chaos of fellow survivors. In the end, only you decide what kind of raider you are and how far you'll go to prevail. You'll be able to explore an immersive world, explore 4 distinct maps at launch, with more to be revealed as the underground society evolves and expands its reach. There was a lot of talk that the game was going to have 12 maps right off the bat. It's going to be 4 maps at launch, and the maps themselves do have quite a lot of variety to them. We've got Dam Battlegrounds. The Alcantara power plant, or the Dam, once served as a crucial raider stronghold during the bitter closing battles of the first wave. Even now, these toxic, waterlogged lands remain a hotspot for Arc skirmishes. Buried City, amidst the sand dunes in this arid wasteland, Buried City is a remnant of the old world, quite unlike the cold steel spires of the Exodus age. Walk these narrow streets and empty plazas and know that people once lived here. And you've got the Akara Space Port, a majestic testament to humanity's past ambitions. This is where the Exodus shuttles, vessels of hope and desperation, once roared into the heavens, leaving Earth behind. And then there will also be Blue Gate. We don't know much about that map yet, but I'm sure that's something we will uncover more about here. Each destination carries the weight of a world twice destroyed and the scars of conflicts of both old and new. Sift through the remnants for valuable loot and piece together the past as it's slowly reclaimed by nature. Evolving map conditions ensure that no two runs are ever the same, with varying weather, enemies, and mechanics adding unpredictability and danger. In a society built on boldness and bravado, it's up to you to stake your claim as a raider. The loot you scavenge can be sold for coin or crafted into all new gear, allowing you to take on increasingly lethal dangers head on. Through both victories and hardships, you'll gain valuable experience unlocking varied skills that enable all new ways of play. In addition, you'll complete quests for traders with differing motives and agendas, uncovering both the friction and camaraderie of a community under a constant threat of collapse. And beware of the machines. This is going to be one of the biggest tests in the game. Lethal machines known as Ark rule the surface, ranging from unrelenting drone swarms to mechanical giants that obliterate everything in their path. Their origins remain a mystery, but their ever-present danger is felt with every step you take. Each machine comes with distinct strengths and tactics, forcing you to pinpoint their weak spots and constantly think on your feet. And remember, the noise of battle carries. Other raiders may be listening, eager to claim what you leave behind. Raiders survive by kit bashing, scavenge materials, using long-lost tech and looted Ark parts to craft weapons, gadgets, and gear. Upgrade your workshop stations and learn blueprints to craft even more advanced items, or improvise quick fixes in the field to get yourself out of a bind. As you make a name for yourself, you'll be able to measure your skill against other raiders by taking on trials, rising through the leaderboards to earn valuable rewards. And in Speranza, everyone has an agenda, and the traders are no different. They'll send you topside on missions in exchange for rewards, slowly revealing more about who they are and what they want for Speranza's future as well. Complete quests to earn gear, crafting materials, and XP to level up your raider and unlock new skill points as well. You've got the Ark Raider skill tree branches into 3 parts: survival, mobility, and conditioning. Spend your points to shape your playstyle, loot faster, and move quieter with survival skills. Outmaneuver your opponents and threats with mobility, and enhance your strength and stamina with conditioning. Choose how you grow and what your raider brings to the battle. And build your arsenal. Whether you're preparing to take down specific Ark enemies or fend off rival raiders, there's a choice of weaponry for every fight. Cater to your style with a range of firearms, including SMGs, rifles, and shotguns, as well as more advanced options such as railguns and energy weapons. Grenades, traps, zip lines, and deployables offer the tactical depth needed to outsmart your enemies, while augments allow you to tailor your loadout to your preferred playstyle, unlocking dedicated inventory slots and additional gameplay perks. On top of that, there's gonna be a lot of depth to the weapons, gears, and the items that you encounter. Weapons include a variety of rarities. You've got things like the Equalizer, an energy beam gun, the Jupiter, a bolt action, a sniper rifle. Those are legendary weapons. You've got epic weapons like the Volcano, a semi-auto shotgun, the Bobcat, an SMG, Tempest, a rifle, and something like the Hullcracker, Renegade, a lever action rifle, the Osprey, scoped sniper rifle. You've got the Torn and the LMG. There's going to be a lot of depth to the weapons offered, and it doesn't just stop with the weapons. You'll have a variety of attachments, ammunition, grenades, gadgets, augments, and shields to utilize and take with you into battle. And how you mix and match all of your equipment is going to be key to your survival and getting the best gear possible. There are a plethora of different characters that you will encounter in Speranza. Everyone has an agenda, and the traders are no different. They'll send you topside on missions in exchange for rewards, slowly revealing more about who they are and what they want for Speranza's future. It's best to know them all well, and they have an introduction for each of them on their official page. You've got Lance, one of the most talented medics that there is, an eccentric, bubbly android. Lance is always trying his best to fit amongst the human. Apollo. Speranza isn't Apollo's first rodeo. A traveling mechanic, he has chosen Speranza as his home for the time being, fixing up whatever raiders need fixing. You've got Tianwen. Most people underground haven't seen what she's seen. Speranza's resident gun craftsman. Tianwen is a recluse who seemingly prefers the company of her tools to any human being. Then you've got Shani, the eagle-eyed head of security for Speranza. Shani has contingency plans for her contingency plan. She is Speranza's resident Ark expert. Celeste, a charismatic raider leader in Speranza. Celeste is the ubiquitous symbol of hope for humanity in the underground, and more of their story is going to be uncovered as you play the game. They've also gone in depth on the sound design of the game, and that has been a big aspect to it. And as you might have already experienced, each Ark machine has its own unique sound pattern. These sounds change depending on its state, whether the Ark is searching for something, is in combat, or just rolling around minding its own business. The team over at Embark went detail obsessed with the sound design. Every single item in the game has its own fully recorded sound effect when you grab it from your inventory and its own voice line when pinged. We track how far apart your legs are when you're walking, and yes, seriously, we call it the knee distance delta. Your backpack changes sound based on how full it is, so a lot of depth and design choices went into the audio design, and they noted that the audio team's philosophy is simple. No sound should ever take you out of the experience. Everything is recorded on the same microphones. No sound effect is sacred. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't stay. What remains is a soundscape built with intention. When we launch on October 30th, we hope you'll step in and feel like you belong in the world of Arc Raiders. They also noted, as far as core gameplay fundamentals, it is about risk and reward, and they wanted to balance the game design in regards to that. It finds its peak in the Rust Belt. It's the cornerstone of our gameplay mechanics, and those high stakes influence everything from the items you bring with you, the noises you make, the fights you pick, and the places you dare to go. The dangers you face and the choices you make to overcome them should always feel worth the rewards they yield. In a session of Arc Raiders, the clearest way to communicate risk is through the map screen. It highlights areas where you can expect to run into a greater arc threat either through numbers or type, but have high concentrations of valuable loot. Players naturally gravitate towards these hotspots, often leading to encounters with other raiders, so managing the risk and reward to get the best gear possible while also staying alive is going to be a core fundamental of the game. From the data, we could see that these high-risk areas were doing their job. They drew in more traffic, provided the best loot opportunities, and generated more player collisions. We did find some discrepancies that are being improved on now, like locked rooms that didn't provide enough value for the rarity of their keys and the difficulty of getting into them. We also saw high-risk areas which had great loot without a matching arc presence. We're adjusting arc spawns to give players a suitable challenge if they get there first. The data also revealed unexpected hotspots, players we didn't intend to be frequented by players, and this added to the design of that risk versus reward element that they're bringing in with Arc Raiders, and obviously as an extraction shooter, that's going to be a core fundamental of the game. Before I wrap up this video, I do want to note that Arc Raiders is going to have 2 editions available. You'll have the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition. With pre-orders of either edition of the game, you will get the pre-order bonus in the Hatchling Backpack and the Golden Rubber Duck Backpack Charm. The base game is $40, and on top of the pre-order bonus, you'll get the base game. The Deluxe Edition will include even more pre-order bonuses, including the G-Suit Legendary Outfit, the Salvager Backpack, the Spaceship Souvenir Backpack Attachment, and then outside of the pre-purchase bonuses, the Deluxe Edition will include the Valente Legendary Outfit, the Pathfinder Backpack, Blanket Roll Backpack Attachment, Lip Scarface Cosmetic, Cowboy Scrappy Skin, Finger Gun Rapid Fire Emote, and 2,400 Raider tokens. That'll be available in the Deluxe Edition of the game for $59.99. I do want to note the system requirements for this game, and bear in mind, this is a fairly good-looking game. Gotta give them a lot of credit. We'll see how the game ultimately runs with its full release, but very tame on the system requirement side of things. Minimum requirements: a Core i5-6600K or a Ryzen 5 1600 processor, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and a GTX 1050 Ti or an AMD Radeon RX 580. Recommended an i5-9600K, AMD Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigs of RAM, an RTX 2070 or a Radeon RX 5700 XT. That's not even that crazy, all things considered. And again, the Open Server Slam will be happening October 17th to the 19th, so you'll get a taste of what the game will entail, and you'll get that commemorative backpack if you do participate in that. But bear in mind, the content is not going to carry over, and your progress is not going to carry over. Just a way for them to test out the servers. That's going to do it for me. Let me know your anticipation level and excitement level for Arc Raiders in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.